Mosque Omar Ibn Khattab here in Ramleh. There's another Mosque of Omar in Lod. We'll see there are plenty. Probably in every city and town we have a Mosque of Omar everywhere. But maybe we will talk about it later. Why do we have Mosque of Omar in the Middle Ages on the name of Omar? Because before that, we didn't have so many mosques of Omar, but in the Middle Ages, something happened, and a lot of mosques since the Mamluk period became on the name of Omar ibn al-Khattab. So maybe later, let's start with a mosque as a mosque, then we'll talk about the history of this one. So just to remind you, there are a lot of Muslims here, but just to remind everybody, we have 5 things in almost every mosque. We have 5 things that come again and again and again in every mosque. 1 or 3 things inside the place. 1 is the praying hall. We are here, the praying place. Sometimes it's divided between men and women. We don't pray together, but not in every old mosque we have 2 sections. Here, only in the last few years, they built the women's section, which is up there. You can see it's a new wall about the top. The women's section, but until something like 10 years ago, or 7 or 8 years ago, women used to pray at the corner there, and now we have a place where we have the praying hall. The second thing, we have the mihrab, the niche, that show us the direction of prayer. So we have the mihrab. Near the mihrab, doesn't matter if it's in right side or left side, we have the manbar, the pulpit, the place for preaching, mainly on Friday at noon. So we have the khutbah, we have the preach, and someone will go up and talk. So it will be easier to sit and hear him. So it will be up there. 3.
How do you call the pulpit again?
Manbar.
In English?
Manbar, pulpit.
Manbar or minbar?
No, the same. Member, the same.
2 things outside. 1, as we said before, the wudu, the place for purification before praying. Okay, washing hands and arms and face and all the holes in the face and feet, that will be outside. And the 5th one outside is the minaret. Right? Is the minaret where, or midana in Arabic, to do the adhan, to call for prayer. That will be outside, not in every mosque of course, but in the big mosques we have the minaret, so people can hear calling for prayer. Nobody's going up to the minaret, okay? Nobody. There's only there's a microphone here. You see it here. And he's doing it from here. Now, so nobody go up. These are 5 things that we have. One more thing that we always have, or now we always have, is a digital clock or digital board that is all over the world now. We have this just to see. At the top, we see the date, the Hijri, and let's say the common date. The Miladi of the common date, 9th of November, or 7 in Jumada, 7th day of the 5th month in Hijri, in Muslim calendar. And now, below, there are two words in Arabic that change. One, al-ahad, that's Sunday. Now it says Sunday, and then it changed to the name of the Muslim month, Jumada. Jumada al-Ula now, but Jumada, the first Jumada, there are two Jumada. First, then the time. Now it's 8:59 or 9, something like that. And then we see the praying times. How many times Muslims pray every day?
5.
Five.
It used to be how much? 60?
Okay, so why do we have 6?
Before.
Okay, so look. The first pray
Fajr.
can start at 4:48 in the morning, for those who call it morning. Okay, 4:48, you can start Fajr or the first prayer. Then, the second time that we can see, 6 and 10, this is not a praying time. This is sunrise. So, until before sunrise, we have the opportunity to pray the first prayer. Okay, that's the limit. Then we have 4 more prayers. We have the noon prayer. It will be today at 11:26. And the afternoon prayer, and the evening prayer, and the night prayer. So we have the all 5, what we can see here. Below, we see the number 25, which is the temperature in the mosque. Then we see 2:26. 2:26 is 2 hours and 26 minutes before the next prayer. And then here, it's off now, but it will be on in the last minute before the prayer. So people gather together and we want to know exactly when to start. So we'll go 59, 58, 57.
Yaron, why is it important to know the temperature?
It's not important.
Just for fun.
Just good
You know,
information.
they
Fun
put
fact.
the digital place just to know. So you can put everything.
Dress accordingly.
It's the best location here, most of the year, because there's air conditioning. So it's important. That's here, but we can see it in every mosque now. So whenever you go to guide in a mosque, especially for non-Muslims, you know, it's continue the same in every mosque. 2 more things. One is there are almost no furnitures. Okay, we have floor and carpets, because praying in Islam, it's not only saying things, it's movement. So we have to move, go and go down and pray. So we have to move. We need empty space. So we have carpets. Carpets is not an obligation. It's nice. It's clean, but it's not a duty.
It's more for preserve the space.
Yeah, and sometimes we have the space. And the next thing is for the majority here who speaks Arabic, we have a good question: why the niche called mihrab? The word mihrab, which is impossible to translate to English, it's not a niche. Mihrab is mihrab, mentioned in the Quran. But the word comes from the word harb, war, in Arabic. But the main thing is why. Why mihrab? Why not a niche? Why not I don't know, direction, whatever you want. Why mihrab? Think about it.
It's the head of the. It's like.
It's a kind of weapon.
Okay, maybe, but mihrab, I remind you, it's before Islam, mentioned in the Quran.
Maybe.
So it's not about conquering the place, maybe conquering the mind, but not the place, not the area. Maybe. We have many options about why mihrab. There's no one question. There are few questions in the in the sources of the Middle Ages, a few answers for that. What?
Harbi. Maybe it comes from Harbi, which is mean it's the head of the place. Huh?
So here in Arabic.
The head of the arrow or the head of the spear, but we call it Harbi. So maybe it comes from Mihrab, which is two
Yeah,
words.
I understand, but again, but why? Why do we need the place of the arrow?
I think it's the
Think
comfort
one
of the man.
for Panayot. There's one suggestion that when people used to come at and the first mosques in the world, in the time of Prophet Muhammad and a little bit later, when people used to come, they used to come with weapons. But mosque is not a place for war. So everybody took the weapon, arrows, I don't know, knives, whatever, put it here. Everybody can see the place. Nobody can take his knife, let's say, and do something. This is the place of war. This is the place of peace. And you cannot harm anybody when a weapon is in a place where everybody can see. So that's a suggestion. We don't know if it's true, but maybe. We don't know. Just to remind you, and I don't know if you already had lectures in Islam, but there's
Still.
another suggestion. I don't know if you talk about it.